We're heading into the last week of winter, and it is going to be a bit of a wet finish for large parts of the country. I'm Angus here at the Bureau of Meteorology. Let's take a look at the national weather forecast for tomorrow. That'll be Tuesday, and we can see a broad band of rain spreading across eastern and southeastern parts of the country. That's being driven by this low pressure area in the south, but it's certainly extending a long way from Tasmania to central Queensland. In behind that low, as it drifts eastwards, we get this H. That's a high pressure region building over central Australia, so that will bring us some pretty fine conditions over much of the interior. Meanwhile, out to the west, a little line of rain here. Doesn't look like much, and it's not much just yet, but that will be a major player for our weather on Wednesday. Let's fly around the states. Starting in Queensland, we see a band of rain and potential thunderstorms stretching from Mount Isa down to the Maranoa-Warrego region in the morning. That's going to gradually drift eastwards through the interior, bringing some wet weather, possibly some stormy weather, to much of inland Queensland. If you live on the coast, we're not going to see that band of rain, but there's a chance of a light shower or two from areas Rockhampton down towards Brisbane. Not too much rain expected for those coastal areas. Brisbane, quite a warm day actually, high of 26, and we expect relatively fine conditions right across the north. Now, a wet Tuesday lies in store for almost all of New South Wales. Now, how much rain you get does depend on which side of the Great Dividing Range you live on. If you're in the west, quite a lot of rain and a chance of thunderstorms. A lot of that coming through in the morning. So for the western slopes and plains, all the way up from around Tamworth right down to areas west of ACT, there is a chance of severe storms during the day. That means some thunderstorms could be really punchy, bringing heavy rainfall, damaging winds and even some large hailstones. If you're on the eastern side, so of course that includes Sydney, don't see that same thunderstorm risk. We will have a cloudy day, some patchy rain pushing in late morning and then quite a wet afternoon. Could get 5 to 10 millimetres of rain throughout the day. And rain throughout Victoria as well. Now everyone here likely to get some rain. The heavier falls are going to be the north and the northeast, and we have actually already issued a severe weather warning for heavy rain around the northeastern ranges from about Mansfield up to the New South Wales border. In that area we could see 50 to 60 millimetres of rain. Other parts of the state might be more like 10 to 20 millimetres of rain, including Melbourne. A lot of that falling in the capital during the morning and then drying up for the afternoon with just the odd shower or two lingering throughout the day. And Tasmania does not avoid the wet weather either, although down here it's going to be a bit more patchy and generally lighter falls compared to the mainland. Overall, definitely could summarise it as a cloudy day with stop-start rainfall. We're likely to just see single-digit rainfall accumulations, which is not a whole lot throughout the day, but perhaps enough that it does feel quite wet. Hobart, 15 degrees and not too far distant to all other towns down here. A wet start to the day from Ceduna across to Murray Bridge, including Adelaide and Mount Gambier, picking up quite a lot of rain in the morning. That's on the back of a very wet Monday, so you'll probably be pleased to hear the rain is forecast to clear up during Tuesday. Most of that will be gone by about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. The remainder of the day actually becomes very settled and pleasant thanks to this high pressure region which starts to spread over the state, and that will also give us some nice weather for the remainder of the week after tomorrow's rain clears. A dry, bright and mostly sunny day for WA. Cold morning though, a smattering of frost for inland areas, but it should warm up to pretty pleasant temperatures throughout the course of the afternoon. We will see some rain arrive in the far southwest about the Capes during the afternoon, and then a wet finish to the day from Bunbury down to Albany. We don't anticipate any of that rain into Perth for Tuesday, but heads up, certainly a wet day headed your way on Wednesday. And finally to Australia's north, a bit of patchy rain around the Barkly area could affect Tennant Creek and other parts of central NT throughout the day. Not much with that, but perhaps a little spot of rain here or there. Shouldn't see too much of that further north. A nice day across the top end. Darwin mostly sunny and 32. Nice throughout the Kimberley and parts of the Pilbara as well. And after a few wet days through Australia's red centre, we're back to dry weather for Alice Springs and Uluru with high temperatures approximately 20 degrees. That's all I've got for today. We'll be back tomorrow with another video. In the meantime, weather updates available on the Bureau's website and app. Thanks for watching.